What we want to do today is to share some strategies with you on how to get out of credit card debt and stay out, including student loan debts. But you need to understand that you didn't get into debt overnight. It's your daily habits that led you like a lamb to the slaughter. So you have to change those habits.
Hello, Cash Talk family. Welcome back to the ultimate channel for African immigrants' US journey. I am Christine, and my beloved remains
Wachuku, Vidal Wachuku. You know, many immigrants face unique financial challenges in this country, such as high living costs and limited access to credit, making it difficult to manage and be able to eliminate their debts.
Yes, from navigating cultural differences to understanding complex financial systems, it can actually be overwhelming to know where to start.
Additionally, limited financial literacy and language barriers can further worsen the situation.
Moreover, the pressure to provide for family back in your home country can lead to overspending and accumulating further debts.
And to top it all off, the lack of a stable income or irregular paychecks can make it tough to create and maintain a sustainable budget.
Yes, so today we are tackling a topic as exciting as finding money in your old jeans, getting out of debt fast. If you are struggling with debt, this video is the sign you have been waiting for to do something about it.
You know, in the process of thinking of making this video, we were talking about what transpired with my director of church administration with the church that brought us to this country. It so happened that I was uncomfortable with owing, and I was complaining to him about it. And he told me, he said, Vidal, in America, everybody owes. So relax. In other words, chill. You will owe too, because this is the norm. This is the culture. You know, for me, I didn't have too much problem with that if it pertained to purchasing a home or probably even buying a car. Wasn't too much of a big deal. But to spend so much money, to be in debt, to use a credit card to buy mundane random purchases was like a no-no for us.
Yes, and someone once said people know what to do to get out of debt. That's true, but why don't they get out of it? They've told themselves a money story, some unconscious transgenerational belief, A good example is what the church associate director told him. So you tell yourself, it's not only me. Everyone has a credit card debt. You reassure yourself that it's not that bad, and you feel better about yourself and stay in debt.
Some even just resign themselves and just say, you know what, it is what it is. And it just shows that they've given up on changing their situation or circumstance. Folks feel hopeless and believe they cannot change the narrative, Or you go purchasing something, what do? You pick up an item that you actually do not need. And what do? You say, oh, it costs only $50. So since it's only $50, it doesn't matter. But you're increasing your debt portfolio.
Some even turn a blind eye to their debt. They don't care to know how much they really owe. A true case of ignorance is bliss. Truth is that when you acknowledge a challenge, you devise a plan to overcome it. While in nursing school, I did a project about my country, Nigeria. They wanted to know more about my country. Each student presented. So research showed, as at that time, that Nigerians are the most educated immigrant group in the US. Of course, education is like 5 and 6 with student loans. You go to more schools, you get more certification and more money to pay back. There's no magic wand to make this debt vanish. Even if you declare bankruptcy, Uncle Sam will not let you go. You still have to pay it. Well, how about debt? Well, if you co-sign for someone who ends up dying, you will still be responsible for paying the balance.
So what we want to do today is to share some strategies with you on how to get out of credit card debt and stay out, including student loan debts. But you need to understand that you didn't get into debt overnight. It's your daily habits that led you like a lamb to the slaughter. So you have to change those habits. First, pay more than the minimum monthly requirements on any credit card debt. We addressed this when we gave you the 10 credit card commandments. Remember? Oh, you haven't watched it? Make sure you watch it. The link will pop up somewhere on your screen here. Now, don't be satisfied paying just the minimum. Understanding how much you will pay when interest is added is truly the beginning of financial wisdom.
And that's the reason for my student loan debt. My official minimum payment for one of them is $25.56. But I choose to pay more because I don't want my interest to keep piling up. Remember, it is compounded daily. Change how much you pay per month. You can check bankrate.com to see how the amount you choose to pay monthly affects your debt. That should be a great motivation.
Also, it's important that you know the total amount you owe. That's a very important step. When you know how tall a mountain is, you can develop a plan or a strategy to surmount it, correct? So get a notepad. Write down each card you have balances on, the total amount owed, the amount of interest you are paying, the annual interest you are being charged, and the monthly minimum interest required. Payment required.
Yes.
The minimum payment required.
Yes. And since not all debts are created equal, the next step or strategy will be to prioritize your debts. Decide the cards to pay off first. 2 ways to do that. Decide between paying those with a high interest rate or those with a smaller balance, called the snowball method. People like starting with the snowball method because it acts like a tonic that motivates you to pay off the others quickly. Once you're able to pay the little one, you're motivated to try to pay off the bigger one. It makes it look possible. Remember, no matter the method you select, you must keep paying the minimum on all the cards, then pay extra on the card you prioritize.
Now, because you understand that paying off a card that keeps compounding interest daily is more challenging, you need to call the credit card company and negotiate a lower annual percentage rate. Don't hesitate to ask your creditors for lower interest rates or payment plans. You'll be surprised how often they are willing to work with folks. It's like haggling at a market. It never hurts. You can get it, you may not get it. Worst case scenario is a no.
Yeah.
But try.
Exactly. Tell them your decision to prioritize your debt and that you would like them to lower your interest rate. If other companies offer you lower or zero interest, let them know and explain why you wouldn't want to switch to those companies since you have been with them for long. Ask if they can match the other offers you're getting or even go lower. It doesn't hurt to try.
Exactly. Remember that prioritizing your debt means reduced spending. Yes. So create a budget. Trust me, it's your secret weapon. List all your income and expenses and see where you can cut back. Think of it as a financial scavenger hunt. Every dollar saved is a dollar you can throw at your debt. Cut unnecessary expenses. Look for ways to reduce that income, your overhead. This could include canceling subscriptions you don't use, cooking at home more often and stop eating out, finding cheaper alternatives for regular purchases also. It might even mean cutting back on the number of times you eat in a day. Because after all, you're looking for something and it's just for a while.
Exactly. Tough situations require stringent measures. Another strategy will be to increase your income. Look for side gigs or part-time jobs that can bring in extra income. Again, Mrs. Okafor, our guest on My Financial Misstep, explained how she took on extra hours at work to pay off her debts.
Get extra cash from overtime, start paying off your small debts, and before you know it, gradually you will pay off the bigger debts that you have. So that's one of the things I did. I picked up overtime from my job. Whenever there is overtime allowed, I do as many as I can. But pay off, starting with my lowest credit card, I started paying it off gradually.
Whether it's freelancing, tutoring, or driving for a rideshare service like Uber, it's worth considering how to bring in extra income.
Now, please don't borrow from your 401k or your home equity line of credit. As earlier said, you are where you are today already because of your habits. Without changing your habits, your retirement could be at stake, right? And you may end up doing what? Piling up more debt. So instead, challenge yourself to save a certain amount of money monthly. Increasing your income, as she suggested, with a side gig allows you to pay off your credit card debt faster than you could ever imagine. Another strategy is consolidation, and transferring to a card with a lower APR. However, rather than using this complicated approach, the simple thing might just be to negotiate for a lower APR, as we recommended earlier.
Exactly. So another strategy would be to seek support. Finding someone to guide you and keep you accountable can help. Sometimes just knowing you're not alone can make a huge difference. It's like having a cheer squad for your finances. This is why we recommend Debt Medic, a partner company that helps you reduce your debts by 40 to 60% or even more while protecting your assets and avoiding bankruptcy. The link is in the description below, and it allows you to provide your information so we can connect you with them. They give you a free checkup to evaluate your options and determine the best action for your situation.
Overall, you want to realize that paying high interest on your credit card balance is one of the fastest means of sinking further into debt. Besides, your credit score suffers a massive blow with hemorrhage. You then become stuck in the mud. Things begin to spiral down. You become unable to purchase a home or even a car. As more late payments turn to more debts, depression sets in. Every day you put it off, more compounded dollars stack against you. Your American dream is fast becoming an American nightmare. So paying off your debt should be your highest priority if you intend to enjoy your life here. You didn't come to America to spend your entire life drowning in debts.
Exactly. So following the above strategies will also help you to have money to build an emergency fund. It might sound counterintuitive, but having a small emergency fund can prevent you from going deeper into debt when unexpected expenses pop up. At least we have something safe to start with. So aim for at least $500 and then gradually build it up. Think of it as your financial safety net. Better safe than sorry. And remember, it's only for absolute emergencies. Again, watch Mrs. Okafor, one of our guests, tell us about overcoming debt.
But if you can catch yourself and live within your means, go back into that culture.
And now here's a personal story from us. We came from a country where cash is used for every purchase. But realizing that having come here to America, that we need credit and we must use a credit card. So what have we done? We have tweaked our practice to be able to kill two birds with one stone. How did we do it? Before swiping any card, we ensure that the cash is already in our bank account to pay for that purchase. We do not spend on anticipated income. No, we spend on what is already available.
Exactly. And this practice has helped us maintain a super healthy credit balance. We pay off the total statement balance at the end of each billing cycle. And if for any reason the balance will be carried over to the next cycle is almost approaching our 25% utilization ratio, we pay it off immediately. This has kept us out of debt for the nearly 13 years we've been here, and not a dime in interest to the credit card companies. High five for that.
It's not easy. It's determination anyway. Yeah. But using credit cards in a way that makes you carry over balances and end up paying interest and fees is a big no-no. That's what it was for us. It should be your never ever. Instead, use credit cards like an interest-free 30 days loan. Pay off your entire statement balance every month. That's why you don't swipe if you do not have money in your bank account to pay for what you have swiped. Use your credit card as if you were spending cash. Don't have the money in your bank, don't swipe.
And there you have it. Practical strategies, real life success stories, and our journey to help you get out of debt fast. Remember, the journey to financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay focused, Stay motivated. Don't get discouraged, and you will get there. It's all about consistency in your habits.
So if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, guys. Come on, let's do this. Share it with your friends and your associates and on your social handles. And don't forget to subscribe for more financial tips and advice so that you'll be the first to know when a new one comes in. So thank you very much for watching Cash Talk Conversations for Immigrants. See you next time, and don't forget to share.